What is going on today? I'm going to be telling you how to start a business. I'm not going to be going in depth. I'm just going to be going over some of the most basic stuff. I'm not going to be going into some crazy legal stuff because I don't want to get sued for that. But I'm going to be going over just the basic stuff that you really need just to get your business up and running. Maybe you probably have a job, so it'll be your side hustle. Or if you're really young, you can also do it just basically getting free traffic is really all you need. But the first thing you need to start a business is you need an idea. That's really all you need. You just need some sort of idea of what you want to do. And the most basic fundamental, I would say there's two really basic fundamental columns, if you can kind of picture it as a column in a business. And you have a product, and then you have a means of selling the product. That's just really that simple, in my opinion. So for example, let's say you have McDonald's, right? McDonald's, if you live in the US or Canada, I think not actually worldwide, McDonald's is worldwide, but what's their product? Food. They have fast food. And so that's their product. And then you have to find your product. That's like the first thing. Like there's no business without a product. It can also be a service. So for example, a service could be a car wash, right? It's not actually it's not actually a food, it's a service, or a service could be cutting hair, right? Like it's a service. You're actually doing something for somebody else that they're going to pay you money in exchange, right? And that's what business is. It's basically just the definition of commerce, of business, is just people trading. That's really all it is, So in order to trade, you need something to trade with, right? So you need a product or service to trade in order to start your business. So I would say figure out what you're good at, or find an idea online of something valuable that people will pay for. There's many different things that people will pay for you to do. Just figure it out. Some of the most high skills are coding, sales, marketing. There's many high paid skills out there. Wholesaling. Like people will pay for things that make money or things that they find valuable. So first off, you have to figure out a product, and your product can be something just to make money, or it can be something that you really enjoy doing. Like if you're an artist, that's a product. Your art is a product, and it doesn't have to be like some crazy business thing where like you're doing marketing for a business and all this stuff. Like it can be something that you really enjoy doing just as a craft, or it can be like making videos. That's entertainment. That's your product. Like that's a business as well. So if you want to do that, you can also do that. So first off, you have your product. You have to figure out what product you're going to be selling to do business. There's no business without a product. Or you really just, I don't even know what you're doing if you don't have a product. And then second off, you're going to have to be selling that product somehow, right? You can call people to sell it. You can make social media posts. You can buy a billboard. You can open a retail shop and talk to people that come in and sell your product. You can go to trade shows. Examples of this are, have you ever went to a food market, right? People go to the food market to sell their products, by marketing them. So you have to figure out a means of marketing and selling your product second off. And the most easiest ways to do this practically is basically just starting your own social media and kind of documenting or posting about your product. And that's going to be able to get people to buy your product. And those are really the two things that you need. You just need a product, and then you have to sell the product. And the things that go into being able to sell that product are going to be setting up a website, or some sort of landing page if you're doing stuff online. If you're doing stuff in person, then you actually need a physical place to sell your product. A place would be like a retail shop, like a shoe store or a grocery store. These are all in-person places that business transactions are done. It could also be like a supermarket if you're selling some sort of what would be food product. If you're making your own gardening food, that's a business, right? Your product is the food that you grow, and then you're selling it by going to a market, and you're selling it in the market. And everything's really a market. A market is a three-dimensional, object where business takes place. So, like you go to a supermarket, and that's a market. There's business taking place. There's products, and there's people buying the products. And that's also done on the internet. That's done in everyday world, right? Like when you go into a store, they're selling you a product and you're buying the product. There's marketing, all that different stuff. And it's really simple, but I mean, you can get very into some very complex stuff when you're going into business, obviously, or else there wouldn't be so much information online and people, you know, writing millions of books and stuff on it. But I'm just giving you like the basic stuff that you need to get set up. So let's go practical. Let's go like micro. No, I'm talking macro, but let's go micro. So let's say that you have a job, or maybe you're young, and you don't have a lot of money, but you want to start your business because that's your passion and something that you want to do. The first thing I would say is to figure out something that you can sell. It can be, I don't know. I mean, it could be like you enjoy making drawings and you want to sell that. Or if you're actually trying to make a lot of money, then it could be like your social media marketing. Or you want to get a side hustle making your own brand, right? You're going to make a clothing brand. And so you're going to sell clothes. That's your product. So figure out a product. Second, you're going to want to set up a website. It's only like $30. There's many different website creator softwares that you can use. They're only like $30-$40. Get a domain, set up your website, and then you have to start marketing your product. So if I'm guessing you're not famous on social media, and you're not an advertising whiz, so I'd say the easiest thing is to just start creating content about your product. So, for example, if you have a clothing business, right? Let's say you have a clothing business. What you're going to do is just start making content on social media, giving value, and then slowly asking for the sale online. So, for example, if you have let's say you have you're a mechanic. I saw this guy on YouTube. He's like this big mechanic guy, and he's doing it brilliantly. What he's doing is he's making videos about him like fixing cars and giving his expert opinion on which car you should buy, which car is bad because you have to fix it and it costs a lot of money. And so he's giving you value because he's an expert in cars, and he's actually making videos on YouTube and other social media platforms, giving his expertise advice to you for free. And then, imagine how many people are going to come to his mechanic shop based on that, right? So, of course, you don't need a mechanic shop. You can just have a website. Starting a business is so much lower risk. There's lower barrier to entry today because instead of having to own a big retail shop and signing a big lease, all you need is a $30 a month website. And then also you might be saying, well, I can't market this. I don't have the money to market this. Well, you don't need to run Facebook and TikTok ads and Instagram ads. You can really just start making content, And so a way you could do that is just do something that you're an expert in, or you can, figure out some business that you know a lot about. For example, if you're really into pets, like you're always just looking at pet stuff, you're researching pets and cats and all this stuff. It's just an example, but you can say, okay, I'm going to start a pet business where I sell, glow-in-the-dark dog collars. Great. Set up your website, order maybe 10, 15, 20 dog collars if you don't have any money. And then you're going to want to start making content about, how to groom your dog better or like whatever. On YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, just start creating content. Add the link in your bio to your website, and you'll start making sales. And you don't have to spend money on lease for a building. You don't have to spend money on advertising. You're doing it completely for free, because today on the internet there's so much opportunity to get views for $0, and I think that's going to go away soon because the internet's only been around for I think YouTube, the first video I saw was 13 or 14 years ago, so it's really early in the game. It's a land grab right now in attention. So if you can just figure out a product that corresponds with something that you can give information about and value with, and then sell a product, you're going to make money doing that. So that's all I wanted to say. Make sure to comment or like or whatever. I don't know what's going on with the video, but just show some love in whatever form possible. You can text me. I don't always respond to texts. It's somewhere you can find it in my bio or description or something. But I try to respond to them, but I'm busy. I'm always working. But you could text me if you have any questions. I'll try to get back to you about business or whatever you want to talk about. And I'll see you in the next live. I'm going to be going live every single day to bring value to you, to get bigger, help more people.